Hey everybody, this is the very first episode of my Promised Land series, and in this series we're going to be playing with the Biomes of Plenty mod. It's an awesome mod, by the way. Adds many new biomes to Minecraft, and lots of new blocks, trees, crops that you can grow, just all sorts of really cool stuff, even a couple new mobs. It really makes exploring a lot of fun. I've played with this mod a little bit, there's so many cool things you can do with it, but I think the goal of this mod is we're going to try to reach this dimension called the Promised Land, which I have not done yet. So let's go ahead and call this world Promised Land. But basically it's just a whole different tons and tons of new biomes, and there's this new dimension you can go to that's called the Promised Land, which I have not been to yet, obviously. I think we're going to call this, I always keep my seeds the same name as the world, and if you install this mod you need Forge for it. You just go down here, Biomes of Plenty. You want to make sure the world type says this. Hit done. Let's go ahead and create a new world. Let's see what kind of biome we land in. Okay, I apologize for that. The game decided to not have any sound on me and I need to restart it. Looks like we spawned some kind of grassland biome here with all this super tall grass in it. So fun. I can't see where I'm going. Let's see what this biome's actually called right here. This is called... looks like the Highland. Looks like we have these super tall trees over here. So we're next to a couple different biomes. This isn't the greatest place to start. Ooh, I think we spawned next to a volcano. That's pretty cool, actually. Not much on there that's going to keep me alive, but hey, it's pretty cool. It's like I'm next to a volcano. Now the Highland biome isn't too terribly exciting. I can't even tell what's up there. I think it's just a mountain up there. This one over here, I'm not sure what this one over here is called. Ooh, it looks like we spawned next to a glacier too. So a glacier and a volcano in the same place is kind of intriguing. Even though ooh, a village over there too, so this is actually a good seed to start with. That means there's going to be derps, unfortunately. They do still spawn in this world. Alright, we got some coal to start us out, so let's go ahead and climb down here. And a ravine! Huh. It's not a super deep one or anything, there's just random gravel blocks sitting there. So, let's go ahead and get some lumber here. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is, but I think these are regular oak planks. There's so many different kinds of trees in this mod. It's just awesome. If you find the Mystic Grove biome, it has like a pink sky. And some of the trees are like magic trees or something like that, and you actually get blue planks out of them, which are pretty cool looking. The willow trees will give you greenish looking planks. The mangrove and the cherry planks are pretty cool too. You can get like red ones, white planks. It's just really cool. Purple ones even in some cases. I think I'm actually going to cut down this entire tree here, so if I'm lucky I'll get an apple out of this. Or I can just steal from that village over there. It's probably one of those super badly generated ones. So at least I have a decent supply of food so far. But yeah, I actually do have a goal for this series, so I won't, start it and quit doing it after a few episodes because I run out of things to do. So I think my goal for this entire series is to get to the Promised Land dimension, and it's not going to be easy to do. I had to look up the recipes. You have to build like this wand thing to make a portal appear in your world, and making the wand is the problem. Now I think to make the wand, you actually have to collect end stone. Which means, you have to kill the Ender Dragon. I think part of the recipe involves a Nether Star, which means you have to kill a wither. And I think the rest of the recipe was a bunch of new gems that you have to find. Like, there's certain gems that only appear in certain biomes, and they're in dungeon chests, too. If you've been watching my other series, I actually opened up a dungeon chest and got all these strange gems in there that I'd never seen before, which are actually part of this mod, even though it's not supposed to be active in that world. There are like several different gems that you have to collect. The Promised Land dimension I think is like a floating sky dimension or something like that. It's pretty cool looking. I mean, biomes of plenty. Some of the biomes you have pools of like purple poison instead of water lakes. You can have like springs that'll heal you and stuff. They're really cool looking. There's different food items that you can find in the wild, new types of mushrooms, glowing flowers, just all sorts of really cool stuff. And of course, you know, the volcano you saw out there. I haven't seen too many of those. There's a biome that's pretty much smoldering and on fire. You can pick up ash and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and make myself a sword here. There's a couple new mobs that you can encounter too. They're not super common. I think the mob spawning is different in different biomes too. I mean, there's one biome where it spawns all witches at night, which is a real pain in the butt actually. I mean, they're even down in the cave systems. It's ridiculous. But yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff. I'm going to have lots of fun exploring this. I think I've made everything that I've needed to make. I just have to... Oh, there's an apple up there. Thought one might drop from the tree. It was a pretty tall tree. There's a sapling. But yeah, I plan to explore and find as many of these biomes as I possibly can in this series. So most of the fun is just going to be getting to the Promised Land dimension. So I really have my work cut out for me on this. Yep, there's some of the weird... Actually, this is a willow tree right here. You can get those saplings and plant them. This will actually give you like greenish type planks. I think that's all of them. So yeah, you can do this. And you get green planks, which is actually pretty cool in the building department. So pretty much the entire spectrum. There is lumber in that color, so. Let's pick up these mushrooms here. Blue milk cap. Oh, there's a willow sapling. So we can go ahead and start a really interesting tree farm. I'll have to get to that village before nightfall. Not going to explore the volcano biome quite yet. I think it's more imperative that, you know, we just get settled. I know there was some coal around here. Go ahead and climb up here. Let's see how badly generated this village is. I'm sure it's going to be laughable. Yeah, there was a cliff on the side of it. Let's head on down here and manage not to die. Like a derp would. If you guys don't watch my other series, I refer to villagers primarily as derps. Okay, it's one house. There's a derp over there. So, first derp sighting of the game. Oh man, this is bad. Can you even climb up this? It's kind of cool how the farm generated in there, though. So I have a food source to start out with. I just have to be annoyed. And there's a creeper over there. Huh. Ooh, I think I see the ominous woods biome over there. Whoa, that tree's made of ice. So yeah, this is going to be super interesting. That's a house, apparently. Oh god, this is annoying already. I'm not going to settle here. I think I'm just going to steal their food and run. They don't need it. They never use their own food. If they ever wanted to make villagers better, I think they can make them, you know, actually eat and replant their own crops. I think we'll take some carrots and potatoes. Go build my base somewhere that's not here. I'm not a big fan of settling in villages anyway. Derps, go away. Oh, they're annoying. They're annoying. They're annoying me. How are you supposed to get in your house? I should be nice and put a platform there for you, but I'm not going to be nice because you're annoying. They could at least have blacksmiths around here I could steal from, but they don't appear to have one. But yeah, the villages in this biome, not Biomes of Plenty mod, they're all just very, very, very badly generated. Good job, derps. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, this is bad. Anyway, I gotta get the heck out of here. I think I'm stuck down here, unfortunately. I don't want to spend the night in this place. I really don't. Yep, that's the ominous woods biome over there. You don't want to build in one of those. Ooh, I see some horses. I do still generate. So I think I'm going to swim over here. Now the reason you don't want to build an ominous woods biome, there's thorns everywhere and cave spiders spawn in them at night, which is awful. with a capital A. Looks like I'm on the edge of a glacier. The sky does change color when you cross into new biomes. Like when I get out of this mess here, it's like the water turns dark, but it's not the poison. The poison is actually purple. So as soon as I cross over here and get the heck out of here, I think we'll be pretty good. This looks like a nice place up here to build a base. Hi, horsies. But no, I don't want to be dealing with cave spiders. You know, my love of them is overwhelming. So I think... I don't know why this stuff's red over here. Whoa! What the heck is this? Oh, it's hardened clay. That's what it is. Almost looks like a really weird chunk error. Oh, look at the lava. I think it's still the volcano biome over there. These biomes aren't very big. Huh, this is a very small biome, but I think I'm going to make my first shelter in this little thing over here. It's not pretty, but I think it'll suffice for the night, and I still have no coal, but I think you can make it from collecting ashes. So I might have to spend my first night in the dark, unfortunately, which is kind of going to stink. Let's go ahead and build like a hole here in the wall. Not like the first shelter I ever made, it was a hole in the wall too with no lighting, so slightly nostalgic. In the morning here, I think we're going to have to worry about food. It's going to be the next priority on the list here. I saw some pigs back by the dirt village. Oh wait, I have food. I think I'm probably just going to worry about planting it. So let's go ahead and block off the doorway for the night. Let's use some gravel. I must be having some block lag issues because I don't normally have this problem. Alright, so I think I'll sit in here, craft some stuff for the night, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, it's daylight. I actually found a little bit of iron down the staircase of mine right here, and a little bit of coal, so I lucked out. And oh great, I hear footsteps right above me. I hope it just doesn't start with C, but I have a horrible feeling that it does. But yeah, I think this might be a chunk error right here, which is kind of unusual. Huh. This is a brand new world. I don't see why there would be chunk errors in it, but oh well. I think I'm going to go ahead and start flattening out some of this land here. We're going to build a farm out in this little biome right here. If any biome's appropriate for it, it's this little tiny one right here. That's a really tall mountain over there. So I gotta decide exactly where I want my farm at. I think this biome is just called like a field or something like that. I'm eventually going to build a house out of that there. But I don't want to live in a hole in the wall forever. There's all sorts of lumber you can use. Oh, great. Why won't you die and burn in the sun? Just give me some bone meal so I can farm. Haha. There we go. I don't know what that broke, but I think it broke a piece of the skeleton's armor. That's why it was so. That's why I heard the breaking noise. Let's go ahead and finish clearing out a spot right here. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging. Is that regular clay down there? Probably is. I think it's all hardened clay, to tell you the truth. But this will be a good source of it. This tree is growing on a single dirt block. I don't understand that. It's a cool tree, though. I don't want to cut it down. Alright, I got my farm plot going. Nothing special. These 3 rows over here are all carrots. These 3 rows are wheat. And these 3 rows are going to be potatoes, but I only had like 5 potatoes with me to bring over and plant. So I think I got a pretty excellent start on the farming situation here, and I still feel bad for this poor tree. But yeah, I think this is definitely some kind of chunk error right here. So I think I'm going to name this place Fort Chunk Error. So I'm going to have a little sign up here that denotes that it's Fort Chunk Error. So I like signs. And I'm going to build a house out of this eventually. I think I'm just going to have a green roof. And I'll see what kind of walls I can make for it later on. So that'll be quite interesting. Let's use a shovel here. So yeah, we're going to call this Fort Chunk Error. Because I don't understand what happened here. And I think instead of regular fence, I'm just going to have stone brick fence up here because it's going to be a lot easier to make. Because there's not a ton of trees around here. I can cut down some of the dark saplings as you get dark wood out of those. It's just like a really dark brown form of wood. So I think I'm going to put my sign up here for now. So let's go ahead and call this Fort Chunk Error. That way we have a cool name for it. Sun's already starting to go down, so let's go ahead and make my fence here. Keep most of the mobs out of that mess. I think the stone fence was this recipe. Yeah, so let me go ahead and make a whole bunch of these here. Okay, good enough. It's not perfect, but I think I'm going to need more than that, unfortunately. Sorry about the parakeets in the background. They're getting kind of grouchy. Sister's not here to calm them down right now. I think 54 will be sufficient. I can always use the leftovers or something. I still got some food left over, too. Let's go ahead and do that. And I think we're going to do a little bit more exploring when I'm done with this here. This will keep the horses around here from trampling the area, too. But I don't think they fit through the little one-by-one openings too well. Alright, so next morning I've been working on clearing out some spaces. I think I'm going to put a little garden over here for the new plants that I find. I'm going to try to find them all. Like Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Farm's doing pretty good here. My potatoes are mostly grown. Carrots are kind of lagging behind a little bit. I don't know if it's just the nature of carrots or what. And I think I'm going to have an area to put the new trees, too. So I think that's probably going to be down more this way. Even though it's not a lot of space to fit all the different trees that are going to be in this biome. So maybe I think an out here would be a little bit better. That skeleton over there has an enchanted bow, so I don't want to mess with him right now. So I think I'm going to walk this way. Past the chunk error right here. I think we're going to explore in this direction today. So if I see any new kinds of trees or anything, I'm going to pick them up. Any kind of new saplings, I'm carrying around a door with me. So I still have the willow sapling, but I'm near a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to stash that in the chest. I think we're going to start doing a little bit of walking. And the dark saplings for the dark trees that you see over there, I'm going to wait to get last because, you know, I'm right here, so it's not really a point in having to collect those right now. I think we're going to go ahead and set out, and I think this is the glacier biome right over here, which I don't technically live in, but I built my house into, if that makes any level of sense. The volcano biome, I think, is this. I think you can pick up the stone, too. I'm pretty sure it's like ash stone or something like that. Yeah, and the sky just turned a really ominous gray color, like turn back. Yeah, so it's not going to be too pleasant to walk through. I imagine the light level would be fairly high, so it's a volcano with an awful lot of vents, though. I think this stuff right here is like hardened ice or something like that. It's pretty easy to break with a pickaxe, but otherwise it's not really that easy to break through. It's kind of funny how whoa, I don't want to fall down there. That would not be a good thing. These biomes aren't very big, though. That's the thing. The volcano biome is pretty big. And I see a huge ravine cutting through that area over there. It's not looking too welcoming, so I might not walk that way quite yet. Doesn't look very passable. I think I'm going to go this way instead. See if there's anything in the direction of this river. Apparently there's a cave system and a couple of zombies, so take a break and eat right here. They better not multiply. But yeah, they're definitely down inside here. Alright, now I'm not going to mess with looking for that because I can't find the source of the zombies, so I think we're going to wait until later to tackle that, if at all. It was only 3, it wasn't multiplying, so probably not a spawner, which I'm not disappointed about. Looks like we're coming up on a new biome over here. Orange rock. I know there's several of the biomes that'll have this, and some kind of tropical biome it looks like. I think that's a new kind of tree over there. So apparently we're in the Arctic now. Yeah, this is definitely some kind of new kind of biome over here, and I brought shears with me so I can pick up a lot of the new plants that we come across. I think there's poison ivy in this mod too. Mesa. This still looks like a chunk error going on here. So, I don't get it. I think you can mine up the stone, but it's quite ugly. So I'm not too enthused about doing it, and there's some free iron right over there. Tropical rainforest. Hello, zombie. Where did you come from? Why are you not... I was about to say, why are you not burning? It's not going to be better over here. You'll be dead by the time you reach me. Come on, zombie, you can do it. You can. I died right when he got to me. That's funny. Let's go ahead and pick up some of this stuff. I'm not sure what it is. I think we'll pick up a few of each kind of plant here. So let's see what it actually is. Desert grass. Some ugly orange cobblestone, which personally I do think that's pretty ugly. I don't know what kind of biome that is over there, but yeah, we definitely have a chunk error going on. So, something really odd is going on here. Hot springs? I don't see any hot springs anywhere. Huh. At least on all the way home, I can just follow the chunk error. Let's pick up some free iron here. Alright, and these all look like just plain old jungle leaves. Oh, I think that's quicksand. I better stay out of it. I am pretty certain that it is quicksand. Let's go ahead and dig it up, because you will sink in it and die. This quicksand is just sand, but it's kind of an off yellow color. Like, this is regular sand right here. There's some poison ivy, so we're going to go ahead and collect that. If you touch it, you do get the poison effect for a while. Let's pick up some plain old grass here. I think there was some tall grass as well. Whoa, that sky does not look natural. Alright, let's go ahead and pick these orange flowers here. I don't know what, if anything, you can do with them. I think you can turn them into orange dye or something like that. Let's go ahead and take those. And apparently there's an ocelot around here because there's a dead chicken. Either that or... oh, it might have fallen victim to the quicksand. I think if I collected enough quicksand, I'll make a good mob grinder. So it might actually be a pretty good idea to pick this stuff up. But yeah, I'll go ahead and... I don't think there's anything under it here. I'll show you what I mean by the quicksand. Sinking... I have tested it before. Items will fall through quicksand. Something... Now with the zombie swarming behavior going on, I'm thinking the quicksand could have a pretty good use if I can... It'd be funny if I can put it by my door. It's a welcome mat. Let's pick up a couple of ferns while we're here too. I do want to pick up the regular plants. It's going to turn dark soon, so... I'm not sure what this is. I think it's like called a sprout or something. Add that to my garden. Yeah, and I walked straight into some quicksand. But if you have a shovel, you're okay. Let's get rid of this before it kills all the mobs. Alright, and I think we're going to head back to the Fort Chunk area right here, and I'll be right back in the morning. I think we're going to call this an episode for today. So I think next episode, now that we've done a little bit of overworld exploring, we're going to have to eventually explore the cave system. So I'm really enthused about that. Not. And here's one right here we can go ahead and start with. So yeah, Chunk Error City around here. So let's head back to base. I don't want to pass through this biome, but I have no choice. So I think we'll do a little bit of caving next episode, see if we can find any new gems. So that'll be cool. And I will be right back for episode 2.